guys, it's Makeup by Glam Doll. I am back with another video. This is a requested video by my sister-in-law, Bushra. Hi Bushra, I told you I would shout you out in my video. She gave me the idea of to do a video of makeup brushes, like the 411 on makeup brushes. Which makeup brush is for what, and you know, face, eye makeup brushes. She needs to know. So I figured, you know, that's a good idea. Let's make a video for everybody that really doesn't really know the basics of makeup brushes. Really is like a true beginner in makeup. So let's get started with the video. Okay guys, so I pulled a few makeup brushes that I think are super important. They're like everyday makeup brushes that you need for basic makeup application. I've pulled a few different brands, there are a few different prices. They're like high-end, low-end, so I'll let you guys know like a bunch. And please excuse my glasses. I have a 15-inch MacBook sitting in front of my face and my Canon T5i DSLR camera with the viewfinder open, and I'm so blind I cannot see myself, so I have to put my glasses back on, okay? So let's get started. Okay, let's first start with eyes. So we're going to start with eye makeup brushes. I pulled a few, like different like flat brushes for your lid, brushes for your crease, like pencil brushes, just blending brushes. I've picked out a few that I think you guys should know. So let's start with, let's see, these are my flat brushes that I have. I have them in here just to store them. But basically, let's see, we're going to start with flat brushes. Now this is a brush, it looks like this. It is from BH Cosmetics. The name totally came off now. This is a really good brush for your lid. If you want like eyeshadow, you can put it on like the lid. I'll zoom in and show you. It kind of goes here basically. You could pat it on, you know, all on the lid. And like these flat brushes for the lid, they come in like different sizes. I have like a small one. This is also from BH Cosmetics. This is just a different color set that I have, and so you have these as an option. And let's see, here's another one from BH Cosmetics. This is a little thicker. It depends, you know, it depends on whichever brush you want to use basically. Here's another one from BH Cosmetics. Here's another one. Now BH Cosmetics, these brushes are from an online website called bhcosmetics.com, and they have a lot of variety of brushes. They have really big sets like 38 pieces, 24 pieces. They have eye makeup brushes, they have face brushes, and they're really cheap. Like I think you could get like a set for like $18. There's some on clearance like $15, and they have sales. It's like 50% off, 20% off, and they're really good quality brushes. Now I have another brush here. It's also from BH Cosmetics. It is a thin brush, as you can see. I don't even know how to show you on camera. It's a thin brush, really thin. Now this brush is really good if you want to apply eyeshadow underneath your lash lines. So you would go basically like this. Let me zoom in. So you would go like this. And this is a good brush for that. And then I also have another one. It is, actually it doesn't even have a name, but it's, you know, pretty much the same. So I have a few. I keep like a few of the same brushes in my collection. So if one is dirty, a few of them are dirty, I can just go in, get another one, and just start doing makeup. If I have like a client, I'm doing someone's makeup, it's really good to have like a few brushes on hand. And BH Cosmetics, like I said, are really good. They're really affordable. Like I think like there are Sigma brushes, there are Morphe brushes. They're expensive. So if you're looking to save a buck and you want really good quality brushes, I say get the BH Cosmetic brushes. And even Coastal Scents. They do have a nice variety of brushes. They're still on the cheap side. I do have a link if you go on my homepage on YouTube. If you go directly on my channel, there is a link underneath my channel art. It says Coastal Scents. So if you click on that, it'll take you straight to their website and you can shop and buy whichever ones you like. Okay, here are two other brushes that I use on my lid. This one is from the Naked palette. It's double-ended. There's one brush on this side. There's a skinnier one on this side. So if you buy a lot of like the Naked palettes, like the 1, 2, 3, they do come with like their own brushes. So I do collect them. So this one is from the Naked 3 palette, if you guys can see. And then this one is from Elizabeth Arden. Here we go. If you guys can see. Okay, so now we have the flat brushes. Let's move on to pencil brushes and crease brushes. So I have a few, just two crease brushes. They look like this. They're kind of tapered like this, so you know, you could apply it like this. So, you know, it's kind of like tapered. Just like that. This is from BH Cosmetics, and I have another one from MAC. This is the 275 SC. This is like the little travel brushes. So it looks like this. Also, it's also flat, and you know, you could like brush like in your crease, like if you're doing something on this side, so you could like, you know, brush and kind of blend. So these brushes are good for that. Let's see. Now if you're doing like a shadow look, some people, if you're putting on dark eyeshadow and you guys don't like any fallout on your face, now you guys can put tape, or you could, you know, not do your foundation, start with your eyes first, or there is a brush. It's this. It looks like this. It is from e.l.f. and this is really cheap. I believe this was like $3. It's called the Shadow Shield. So you basically just put this under your eye like this on whichever side, and start doing like dark eyeshadow, and whatever fallout you have will be on the brush, and it won't be on your skin. So this is great, and you can do it on both eyes. Okay. Sorry, I have to keep putting on my glasses. I can't see. Okay, so that is that. Let's see. And here are some pencil brushes. Now, pencil brushes are really thin. They look like this. They're really good. They're really good if you want a defined crease, or if you're taking like a darker color and you really want like a defined look. I've used pencil brushes in a few of my videos if you've seen them. And they're really good to pick up the color and just basically, you know, just go like this. It's really good. This is really, to get the color right in that spot, pencil brushes are perfect. And with that, for blending, you guys can go back to, you know, these little crease brushes that look like this. And then the one that I just showed you is from BH Cosmetics. It's number 105. It's like, I think it's their gold collection. I'm not sure. So it's really soft. BH Cosmetics, their brushes are really soft. Here's another one. Actually, yeah. This one is another one from BH Cosmetics. This is their pink line. I believe I got this for like $15. It was a set of 15 brushes from Marshalls. So if you guys have a Marshalls in your area, go check it out in their beauty section. They sometimes, if you're lucky, they do have makeup brushes by BH Cosmetics, cheaper than they have online in their website. So this is like this. So this one is a bit thicker than, I would say, this one. So it depends on whatever look you're going for. If you want something super dramatic, super precise, you would go with like a smaller brush. But this one is really nice. And then I have another one. This one has like a pointier. This one has a pointier top. right here. It's pointier. This is good. And that's also from BH Cosmetics. And I have this one from MAC. This is the 219 SE. Again, it's from like the Traveler collection. And this is really soft, tapered. I've used this in a few tutorials also. Okay, so that's it for the crease brushes. Okay, now let's go with eyeliner brushes and brushes for your brows, for brow grooming. Start with spoolie. So I'm sure you guys have seen these brushes around. These are perfect for grooming your eyebrows, making sure, you know, they are in line, in check, not bushy. They're really good. When you're filling in your eyebrows, these are really good. So this one is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is really cheap. I believe you could get e.l.f. from like Target. I think Walmart sells them. Walmart, Rite Aid, they do sell them. Like $3, $2-3. Good brush. I have another one that came in from BH Cosmetics. If you guys notice, I have a lot of brushes by BH Cosmetics. Then there's brushes that look like this. This is really good for like eyebrow grooming. So like groom them in place if you're doing your eyebrows on your own for threading or waxing. These are really good. So it has like a little comb on one side and the other. And this is also from e.l.f. It's like the professional line. Now for... Okay, so now this brush that I'm going to show you, this is for a brow powder, or you can use it as an eyeliner. It is like this. It's slanted like this, so you could kind of put in your brow powder. It's a really good brush. This brush is by Bellaterra Cosmetics, and I use this with my pomade for Anastasia Beverly Hills for my eyebrows, and I use this with like powder for my brows. I dip it in, and then, you know, I kind of like go in and I sculpt my brows. This is a really good brush for that. I personally have never used this for eyeliner. Like if you have eye gels and like the little pots like matte, like there's MAC Fluid Line, I believe. You kind of dip it in there and then you kind of go in and you draw in your lines. I personally have not used this brush for that because I just use like the ones that come in like a pen form. And then here's another brush for that, like an angled eyeliner brush from e.l.f. Looks like this. This is also good to dip in the eyeliner and kind of go in your eye. You could rest your hand, and it's really perfect because it has a little it's bended a little bit, so it's kind of good to like get right in there, really close to your lash line. Okay, now we're done with eye brushes. Let's move on to brushes for your foundation, like stippling brushes or like all over foundation brushes, and there are beauty blenders. I know that's not a brush technically, but I thought I would, you know, throw that in and show you guys also. So let's start with brushes for your foundation. If you guys have liquid foundation and like you put it on your hands, if that's the way that I do it, and I kind of go in with like a stippling brush, dap it into the foundation, and kind of go all over my face all over my face and my neck. So the first brush that I use, they do come in different sizes. This is a MAC brush. It's really soft. If you guys can see, it's super soft. This is from MAC. I think this is the 137. The number kind of wore off because this is pretty old. I've used this. So this is a good brush for that. These brushes in MAC kind of retail on the pricey side. I think this brush was like $37, $40, like around that price. Another cheaper option is from Real Techniques. And Real Technique brushes, I believe you could find them at Walmart and Ulta. And maybe Target. I'm not sure if they started carrying that brand, but this is what this brush looks like. It's smaller. It's smaller than this, if you guys can see. this is also, you know, dip your foundation in, kind of rub it in, and then, you know, kind of buff it all over your face. And then Real Techniques, it's like $10, I believe. At Ulta, you can also get this in a set of like 3 brushes, like Face Expert brushes. Yeah. And the cheapest one that I have is from e.l.f. It's called the Small Stippling Brush. It looks like this, and you can see it's like really soft. It's really soft and super small compared to that. And definitely compared to this, it's super small. So this is also good for like, for brushing. If you don't want to put on like too much foundation, you could use a smaller one. Again, it's like, it's your preference, whatever you prefer like to use. Now there is a new brush that just came out from Urban Decay. I believe this brush was $32. It looks like this. I have used this brush in a video for a review that I did for the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation, which is what I'm wearing underneath my makeup. And I use the Urban Decay Optical Blurring brush. I take my foundation, I just put like a little pump right here, and I kind of just go all over my face. It's really, really good. Okay, next are beauty blenders. Everybody's seen them everywhere. They're really popular. They're like really small little sponges that you soak in water, and then they kind of like puff up, and then you can like take liquid foundation, your concealer or bronzer that you guys have for contouring, and kind of like, you know, dab all your foundation in place. These are really good for a flawless look. So they come in all different shapes and sizes. You guys really don't have to go to Sephora and spend like 30 bucks, 25 bucks on like a foam sponge. You guys can get them from Marshall's. They're like 3 bucks. Ulta, they have them for like $5. Real Techniques, they do have them for like $6 at Ulta. Let's see. So I have a few. You know, they all come in like different sizes. They're super soft. This one's really, really soft. I would say like compared to like the Beauty Blender, this one is super, super soft. I got this one from, I believe it was Ulta. They're super soft. Like this and this came, these two were a set. Super soft. Precision, or it was something with the P, like a small box, something with a P. You know, there's little small ones for underneath your eye, like this. And there's even beauty blenders that come with like, you know, like a brush. So you could like, you know, dip this in water, use this underneath your eye. This is some from Ulta. This is like $5 on clearance. So again, you know, you guys should like go shop around for it. Okay, now let's continue on. I have a few more brushes for your face, obviously, because this is the topic that we're on. I have these 2 brushes. One is from e.l.f. This is called the Ultimate Blending Brush, and this is from BH Cosmetics. This is really good for powder foundation. If you are done with your makeup, you want to lock in your makeup, you take some powder foundation, you kind of swirl it in, and you kind of swirl it all over your face just to set everything. So you can use a little fluffy brush that's like this, or a brush like that. It's up to you. So this is really good, and this type of brush is really good for like a liquid foundation. If you like spray like a pump or 2 on this, you can like go in with your makeup also. So this brush is like really good for that also. Okay, now I have some brushes for concealer. I have this brush, is by BH Cosmetics. It is a bigger than like a flat top brush for your lid. I use this type of brush to take foundation from my hand, or I'm sorry, not foundation, concealer from my hand, and place it all over all the areas that I want to highlight, like underneath my eyes, chin, forehead, nose, like you know, down the nose. And this one is from Real Techniques. It is the Deluxe Crease Brush. Now you can use this on your crease, up here, in your eye, or you can use this as a stippling brush for your concealer. You can put concealer on and kind of dip it through like this. Another brush that is really good is from Sigma, which I will show you guys in a moment. Now this is really cheap. It's like $4, I believe. Then there is a little brush. You can see how little it is. This is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. It's the concealer brush. I use a brush like this for my eyebrows. So what I do is after I'm done filling in my eyebrows with gel, pomade, or powder, brow powder, to highlight underneath my brows to make my brows look lifted, I take a little bit of concealer and I kind of go down from here and place it right underneath my brow and kind of like blend it in. So this is a perfect brush for that. Put my glasses back on. Okay, now here are two brushes that I use for blush. You can use any type of brush really, anything like this, like a nice fluffy brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. I'll show you guys that brush in a moment. What I use for blush is the e.l.f. blush brush. So it's like this. I have two, or actually I have four of these. Like I said, you know, one's dirty, I use another one, so this is really good for your blush. Okay, and these are like $3, $4, really cheap. Or, I mean, if that's the case, you guys can use like a bigger brush like this that I showed you guys for like powder foundation. You could use this for blush too. Up to you. This is more of a precise brush, so a lot of people go with this because you could get a more precise like angle blush to like the apples of your cheeks, wherever you want it. Okay, I have two more brushes that can be used for blush or contour. This one is from BH Cosmetics. It's a brush. It's kind of slanted like this. It's super soft, and you can use this for contouring because it's perfect for, you know, your cheekbone. And I have another one. This is a high-end brush. This is from Makeup Forever. And you know, again, it is slanted, so the slanted brushes are really good for contour or blush, whichever one you prefer. Sometimes I use my Makeup Forever brush for blush, and you guys have seen me use this brush in one or two of my videos. So it's like this. It's really good. Okay, now let's go for contouring brushes. I have one, a really cheap one from e.l.f. and it looks like this. It's kind of like this, so it's kind of like a triangular shaped, thin. This was like, again, like $4 or $5, couple dollars from, I believe I got this brush from like Walmart or like Target. Target has a lot of e.l.f. products. So I use this for contouring, and I kind of, you know, put in my powder or liquid contour, like Anastasia Beverly Hills, like cream contour, and kind of like, you know, blend it in all over. So this brush is really good for that. And also, this is a dupe for the Sigma brush, which I will show you guys in a moment. I have a set. And if you guys want to contour your nose, a perfect brush for that is also from e.l.f. It is really thin. It kind of looks like a pencil brush, but it's not. It says contour, e.l.f. contour brush. So this is really good. You could even like use it for a precision, like really like chiseled cheeks. You guys can use this for that, or your nose to make your nose really sleek, nose contour. This is a good brush for that. Or you guys can use a flat brush like this that I recommended you guys can use underneath your eye for like eyeshadow. You can also use this to blend out your nose contour. Okay, now to set like brushes called setting brush. You could be used to set your under eye. If you're using like a powder like Anastasia banana powder, or I just started setting my eyes with a light colored foundation, and then on top of that I put on the Ben Nye banana powder, or Anastasia banana powder contouring from her contouring palette. So I use these brushes. They're from Real Techniques, and it says it's setting brush. It's really soft brush. It looks like this. It's really soft. So I have a few of them. They're really soft. So I just kind of take whatever, like the banana powder, and I kind of swirl it in, tap off the excess, and kind of go in and set my under eye, chin, underneath my contour, forehead, nose. So this brush is really good for that. And you guys have seen that I've used this brush also in my videos. Okay, now let's move on to brushes that are used for highlights. Now I have a few brushes. Now the real, like the OG brushes that are like for highlights are little fan brushes like this. This is from BH Cosmetics, the little pink, and this is a hot pink one from BH Cosmetics. You kind of dip it into Anastasia Glow palette or whatever highlighter you want to use, and you kind of like fan it over like this. You could go down the bridge of your nose, Cupid's bow, you know, these brushes. So you guys have an option to use these, or you can use like tapered brushes like this, like long tapered brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. It's number 101. I don't know if they sell these separately. This is really good for highlight also. And this is another one from Stila. A long tapered brush. So I use these also for highlight. I don't use the fans. I'm not a fan of them. I don't like them personally. Or you guys can use a angled, like a kind of like a, it's like a triangular brush, but it's really, really like skinny. You guys can see it's really skinny. It's like this. This brush is good for highlights. You can dip it in and kind of, you know, go on with your cheeks like this. So this brush is like good for that. So you guys can use this either for blush. You can use it for contouring because it is tapered like this, so you guys can contour, or highlighter. Okay, now let's go on with my favorite brush set. This is from Sigma, right here. I got this, I didn't get this online, I got this from the Sigma store, and I think the only store that Sigma has, or one of the stores that Sigma has, is in the Mall of America in Minnesota. So I went there a month ago, and I had to stop at Sigma and grab some brushes. So I got this brush set. It's a Sigma Highlight Contour brush set. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has 7 brushes. And this was $126 for 7 brushes. And I believe they're the same price online. So it kind of looks like this, and you could I could pull them out. They're so soft, and I used a few of them in my tutorials. So let's see. They come in like a really cute packaging, and it says Sigma on it. It's really nice. So this is the Accentuate Highlighter brush. You guys see how thick it is? It's like a little angled, and then it's super thick. So this is for a highlighter. So if you want to accentuate your highlighter, this is a brush for that. I haven't used it yet. This is a brush that I have not used it. So this is one brush that I just showed you guys. This one is the High Cheekbone Highlighter brush. It's like this. Again, like a long slender brush, really good for highlight. And then this is the brush that I use in some of my tutorials for contouring. It's the Sigma Chisel Trim Contour Brush. It's like this, kind of slender. I'm sorry, I'm trying to rush because I have like 3 minutes left before my battery dies in my camera. This brush is Emphasize Contour. It is big, super big, and this is for contouring. I don't know if I would personally use this because I haven't seen anybody use it. And then there is the Soft Angle Contour Brush. It's really big, super soft. They're super soft brushes. I like it, really good for contouring. Next one is this really, really long tapered brush. It's called the Spotlight Duster. So this is good for highlights. And then there is the Extreme Structure Contour. So I guess if you want like a really deep contour line, like really precise, you would use a brush like this. Super soft. And this brush actually did not come in the set. This brush was, I believe I bought like a few other products, I believe a eye primer and something else, so I got this for free. It is the Sigma Precision Round Brush. It's the P82 brush. It looks like this. Now this brush is really good for blending in your concealer for like underneath your eye, and I've used this in like 2 of my brushes, so I hope this helps. This is a really nice brush. I love it. So these are all my suggestions for brushes. You guys can, you know, go around, shop, and I think that it doesn't matter if you get a high-end brush, a low-quality brush, like a cheap one. As long as you know how to use the brushes, you can achieve a really bomb makeup look. So I hope you guys go out, buy brushes, and I hope this helped you guys. My sister-in-law Bushra, I hope you're watching this because I made this video especially for you. I hope this helps you with makeup. So if you want to go shopping, we can go shopping and get some makeup brushes, okay? Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below if you want to see any videos, or if you have any suggestions for like a new video or anything like that. Please let me know down below, and comment, like, and subscribe. Alright? Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.